Hi, guys. Welcome back to Authentic Aura. It's Sophia Sadie. So, thank you guys for joining me. This is my new set, Authentic Aura, that I manifested, and my husband helped me set this all up because the masculine and the feminine, I designed this sign and then he helped me. He's like really good with all the tech stuff. So, I love it. So fun. Yeah, so welcome back. I've been in mom mode. I've been, a mom of two. Asher will be 5 months old later this month. And he's just the happiest, smiliest baby. He has healed my heart in so many ways. Both my babies have. They're both like the keys to my heart, exactly what my heart needed in this lifetime. Like, they're just such angels. I just love them and their souls so much. It was exactly they're just perfect babies and who I'm meant to have had in this lifetime. And I'm just so grateful for them and all that they've taught me and shown me. And like, they're just pure love. And Asher's just the smiliest, happiest, just loving little cuddle bug baby. And it's just like, I just am going to be sad when he's not a baby anymore because he's just so cuddly and sweet. And like, he'll wake up and just smile at you and just love you. Like, he's just so cute. And Aurora is the best big sister, and it's just like healed my heart in so many ways. It's changed my mindset and my brain in so many ways. Like, I lived in LA for like a little over 2 years, I think, before I moved to Orange County and then got pregnant 3 months later. But like, when you first become pregnant, you kind of mourn your old life. You mourn who you were and your old body, your old life and everything. And then like, I came to this point of acceptance and just like, and then I came to the point of realizing like how much better and more full my life is now. I love myself and my body and everything more than I've ever loved myself. I've just like, I feel better. I have like a more organized mind and life, and just I feel more stable and grounded, and just like, I don't know, just every single thing is better in my life since becoming a mom. And when I had Aurora, it improved so much in my life. Me as a person just became better, more well rounded, everything. And just like every aspect of my life improved truly. And it makes you work on yourself more in different ways. And then I was like not expecting to get pregnant so soon again with Asher. So I was really nervous when I did. And then so it was kind of like a lot of resistance within me. I was like, I'm not ready. I'm so scared. Like, they're going to be too close together. It's going to be so hard because I was just starting to like more recover from Aurora and everything and just like feel like myself again. But now I'm so grateful that it happened this way. Like, God really does have a plan and knows better. Your higher self, God, the universe, whatever you call it, there's some higher power, And it was just perfect because I remember like a month before I got pregnant with Asher, I was laying in bed, like getting Aurora down for a nap. And I was trying to calculate in my head, like, when should I get pregnant again? Should I wait till she's two? Should I do this, do that? Like, trying to calculate in my head, when's the perfect time? And there's just no perfect time except for like the divine chooses that kind of. And that's truly the perfect time. And that's not the timing I would have chosen, but it truly was the perfect time. And yeah, they just get to grow up together, and he's just the most perfect addition to our family. He truly does complete our family and make us just complete. And I, as a person, have grown so much since having him and changed so much, and for the better. Like, if I look back to before I got pregnant with him, I love who I am now so much more than that person, that version of myself. Like, I just feel like such a better version of myself now. And that's like the gift that babies give you, at least for me. Like, each one has made me into a better version of myself that I wouldn't have ever met or known if I didn't go through that. And I'm so grateful. I just would never want to go back. And even like my mindset since leaving LA, I didn't realize, because LA is so fast paced and it's so, I mean, you get numb to this when you live there, but it's so like, what are you like? How good are you at this? How, many followers? How successful in this? And that's not necessarily a negative thing, but when it's like such that culture, it kind of like puts you down and makes you more judgmental on yourself because so many people are so judgmental. And I couldn't fully express myself or be myself while living there. I feel like you kind of like go into whatever is like cool or popular in the culture more so than doing your own thing and expressing yourself, because there's so much judgment. And LA isn't necessarily about talent or what's best or what's has the most wisdom or the most artistic creativity. It's what's ever most popular. That's what the entertainment industry goes off of. And so it's not necessarily like, I feel like a lot of people lose their way when they get there. They like fall into either like the partying and the drinking, or they fall into like, you know, what's like popular or cool, like, and then they forget like their original creativity, their original message. I've seen it happen a lot. And it kind of like, I tried YouTube so many times when I was there, but I would like take down the videos. I'd be embarrassed of being judged. People didn't get it that was like around me. So I just feel like it kind of held me back being there, even though like I got to go to a ton of photo shoots, a ton of video shoots. I got to travel. There's a lot of opportunities there, but I didn't get to do what I was truly wanting to do or meant to do. It was more like I wasn't even on purpose, but into the culture. What's like acceptable there, what's cool was deemed high value there, and it might not really be in alignment with what you want to do. And a lot of people really are super judgmental there, and people, it's just a judgmental place. It's just how it is. And, I think it was causing a lot of anxiety for me. It was just not the place for me to live long term. But I would never discourage someone who's young or whatever to go there and live there for a while and experience it, because it does make you grow in so many ways. You can get a lot of opportunities from that way. But the funny thing is like I grew my Instagram while living there and like modeling and everything. And then my Instagram account got deleted when I was pregnant with Aurora. Like it said I was pretending to be someone else, which is just like, I think it was a hater. I don't know what happened, how that's even possible. But like, I've lost all my original social media accounts. So I've had to start from the ground up. And I think it's for a reason, because that wasn't even like my original, what I was meant to be doing. And maybe I would have held myself back and been scared to post if I had my original Instagram. But this is like a clean slate. And I'm starting with my real message. So like, I don't know. I don't miss, you know, the LA culture or anything. I just think I found the perfect place to be, like Orange County. There's still like creatives, there's still influencers, but it's like more chill here. It's more structured. It's more like, it's just my vibe. It's where I'm meant to end up. And I didn't even like know I would end up here or try to end up here. It's just like how things happened. So yeah, I'm just grateful for that. And I'm grateful that I can actually create what is part of what I always wanted to create and do, and in alignment with my soul and my expression. I've finally been able to like really hone in on that and express that and stay true to myself. Even like not just the LA culture, but also like the spiritual community culture tried to push me in a different way and say like, oh, why are you into the makeup and the fashion and all this stuff? But that's just me. That's my soul. So like I definitely am like carving a new path for my individual type of thing that no one else has done. So I think a lot of people, when they've never seen it before, they don't understand it. They try to put you in a box, but it's like I'm doing my own thing that can't be put into a box. It's my own new vibe. And you're not going to get it unless you get it, like you'll get it as you got to watch it unfold. But like I'm going to stay true to myself. Like I'll always love everything feminine, everything beautiful, fashion, makeup, being sexy. I love being a mom. I love the feminine things. Like I fell into the role of like more so stay-at-home mom and housewife. It wasn't like necessarily a plan, but that's what's like best for our babies and best for our family. And I love being the one to plan all the outfits for Halloween, for every holiday, Thanksgiving, what we're going to wear. I love doing that. I love planning the birthdays. It's like very feminine and creative. I love doing all that. Like I love the feminine aspects and all the planning and all the fashion, creativity, and like party planning. And I love doing their laundry. I love doing all the feminine things, taking care of the house. Like I love that. I'm just wired that way. That's what I love. So, yeah, there's a space for that and for everything. You don't have to just be only like a boss babe to have value in this world. There's so much at home that is so valuable that women can do. And it's not lesser than, it's very important and it's vital for the full health of the household, like the full family experience, to have that feminine side that's doing all that unseen work that's also so important to create the full picture of the family experience in its entirety. And I think a lot of us have forgotten about how valuable and important that role is and how much beauty and just completion it adds to the picture. And it's just vital, and I think we need to stop forgetting that. So I've been doing a lot of things to feel better lately. I had a week where I was feeling kind of down. There's been a lot of stuff going on in extended family situations and it's just been a lot of pressure. 2 kids is a lot harder. I get overstimulated. And it can be really hard some days. But what I have done that has so helped me, like I was drinking a ton of cold brew. I was not taking care of myself properly, especially with breastfeeding. I was like waking up, I would have cold brew. I wouldn't even eat because I wasn't really hungry. I would eat like a protein bar and I just wouldn't eat until I was like shaking, low blood sugar so bad. And I was drinking a ton of cold brew, way too much. I have that like too much thing where I just like overdo it. Um, so yeah, it was just like causing anxiety. Like, well, coffee can cause irritability, overstimulation. When you're already overstimulated with 2 kids, that's like not good. So I switched to cacao instead of cold brew. Like I went cold turkey off the cold brew right to cacao. I didn't like I was over the cold brew. So now I drink cacao and with like oat milk and agave, and it is so amazing. And it has like all these amazing minerals like magnesium and everything, so much better for you, so much better nutrients, less depleting. The caffeine is like way less, and it also has like therapamine or something in it that's like way more mild, and it's like a focus. I feel like I can do better housework. I can take care of the kids better. I'm more present. I'm like way less jittery, everything. So the past like 4 days, I switched to cacao from cold brew and I feel so much better, mood better, everything better. Like that was a big thing that was affecting me, but I was like so exhausted from being up with the babies all night and like Asher teething. And then Aurora wakes up at like 6 a.m. And like, I was like, I cannot function without coffee. So I was like overdoing it. But then since I found something else that can really help me, but it's not overdoing it, it's been such a game changer. I feel so much better, so much more balanced, more present, happier. So I'm so thankful for that. And another thing I've been doing is I weaned Aurora. I think it's been like almost a week now, maybe. I don't know, like 5, 6 days since she's nursed. And that's obviously the longest she's ever gone in her life. And she's doing really good. Like, I think I weaned her at a perfect age. She's almost 27 months old. And she speaks in sentences, like more than 3 word sentences, like full sentences. She can have like a full convo with you. Like, she's so smart. And she just says, no, no booby, no milky, no booby. Like, she doesn't even ask. She just says, no booby, no booby. Like, she's so funny. She'll look at the TVs off and she'll be like, no TV, no TV. She'll say T, she says T. Like, she just knows. She like, she's so smart. So she doesn't even ask, like, because usually she would like nurse to go to bed or nurse to nap. But like when we go lay down for her to go to bed, she just says, no booby, no booby. Like, she already knows. She's really smart. She's handling it really well. Like, sometimes she'll cry for it for a minute, but not long. And she just does so well. And it's just been such a stress relief for me because like nursing Asher until he falls asleep and then like going right to nurse her to sleep is like, it was just a lot for me for these past like 4.5 months, like back and forth nursing both. Like, it's just too much on my body, like dehydrating me, like just overstimulating. Like, you just want your body back to yourself, like not someone on top of you drinking off you, like you need, your personal space sometimes. So it's just been like such a help to have that over with and just focus on nursing one baby. And I'm going to nurse him for like a year and then see how it goes from there. Um, but yeah, I definitely want to do 1 year at least. I don't think I'm going to nurse him as long as I nurse Aurora, but maybe like a year and a half and see how we go from there. and probably wean after that. But definitely at least a year, because I think that's really like healthy, and that's when they start eating more solids. And I just think that's the best for them, for my family and my situation and everything. And plus, I co sleep and everything. So Asher's a lot more laid back and chill. So I think the weaning process is going to be a lot easier for him younger. And also, a new baby won't be coming into the picture. So it won't make things harder in that way. So yeah, we will see. Yeah, so another thing I've been doing for my mood is obviously Pilates. David watches them for me on Sundays, so we get to go on Sundays now, and it's just amazing. And then I also go on Thursdays, so it's just been helping me so much. This time it is taking a lot longer, and that's okay. I've accepted that. I love my body at every stage. I truly do. But it does get annoying, sometimes, but I'm feeling so much more energy. It's like so worth it to go just based off of the energy and the ability I have to move around more without feeling tired or like anything. Like that's the part that is like so important, especially with two kids. I don't like feeling tired or like things are too hard physically. Um, but yeah, it's definitely taking longer, but I do see improvements from every time I go. So it's not discouraging. It's just a little impatient because it's taking that much longer and I'm building muscle. So like I'm like at a point where I'm plateaued. I haven't been losing weight, but I'm also like building muscle. So I get that. And my body's been looking better every time. But I'm just hoping that I can I think maybe this time I'm just holding on to weight while breastfeeding, which some women would do. Last time it made me lose weight. But yeah, I just think every time's different. Asher's a really big baby. He needs a lot more milk, I think, than Aurora ever did. So it's like everything's different this time. And I was like scared to be a boy mom, but honestly, it's just they're so sweet. Like I didn't even know how it would be, but like baby boys, they're so sweet and just their own different way. And I just am so grateful because we were always going to just have two, that I could experience both and how different it is, but how amazing both is equally in different ways. I'm obsessed. I didn't know how I would like fit into that role of a boy mom, but it's been amazing. Um, yeah. And I haven't been going to as many like mom group things or anything. I've been staying home with them more, just taking it really slow and just enjoying the moments and stuff. And I went to a ton of mom group things with Aurora, like so many things. Um, but a lot of the time I would like meet rude moms. I'm not gonna lie, like before became a mom, making friends for me was so easy. It was not even a thought for me. Obviously, I was working a job that was like in the nightclub industry and just always around people. And then I would go to photo shoots and always be around people. And so like it was just natural, it just naturally happened. But like since being a stay-at-home mom, like you have to like make that extra effort to make friends, and it's completely different. You're not just like out having fun and no concerns. It's like very like you're always has to be responsible for someone, and it's very just a different situation in like every way. So it's just very different. And I would go to a ton of mom groups, and sometimes the moms would just be so rude right off the bat. And I didn't get it. I was like, is it me? Am I just misinterpreting this? I don't know. But I did make friends with a couple of the moms. And so I've been told that, like, so there was these two moms at one of the mom group things I was at that were just always just like rude and cold to me. And I never understood why. I was like, why? Like, what's the problem? Like, I don't get it. They couldn't even really fake being nice. So then someone told me more so recently that, oh, their husbands made comments about you, said you're hot or whatever, and like I guess saw me on their Instagram or whatever. One of them unfollowed me. I had noticed that, and that like confirmed why. I was like, okay. And it's just like, why, how can I control that? First of all, second of all, like, I don't even know who your husband is. Like, why does he know who I am? Why are you showing your husband me? Or I don't know how that works. But it's like, why be rude to me over that? I didn't even know that was happening. And it's like, we're moms, we're new moms. Like, why not be open? And I notice a lot of people here are like not that open to making new friends. A lot of people are like born and raised here. They like, if I was still in Utah, I would know a ton of people And maybe I wouldn't be as interested as making new friends, but since I'm new to this place, that's like my whole thing to go to these mom groups was to make new friends, meet other moms, and to be like rude and people be rude to you and judge you over something you can't control, over you just being yourself. It's just frustrating. And I've had that happen. Like a host of a different mom walk was very rude to me. It was a mom walk, not a mom group, but it's like a mom walk group or whatever. She was the host and she was so rude and like barely even like would engage with me. And it's just, why be rude? Like, it's not fair. People are like, I don't know if it's insecure or jealous or just mad at, I don't get it. But it's like, why be that way? Why not just work on yourself to be the best version of yourself and feel good and secure in yourself so you can be nice to other people? But honestly, I can't control other people. I can't make other people nice to me. So I just have to find the right people. But I put myself out there a ton and it was not easy to make mom friends for me. Um, I made like one or two, but a lot of people were just rude to me right off the bat or like very dismissive, wouldn't want to engage with me. It was like crazy. It's like, and then I got the confirmation, oh, it is because of the way you look. So it wasn't me just imagining it. I got other confirmation for that host too, that like other stuff. So it's like, it's just frustrating. And so I'm not going to try as hard to make mom friends or friends now. And just if the right ones are here, they will come, you know. I'll meet the right ones. I want to meet people and be friends with people also that have a vibe to them, that like want to work on themselves, want to be the best versions of themselves, want to create something great and meaningful in their life, and aren't just judging other people, talking bad about other people, aren't down about themselves, so they bring others down. Like I don't like that vibe. I'm not about that vibe. I'm about uplifting myself, uplifting others, being the best version of yourself. That's why my channel is about self-improvement, because that's what's important. And then I want that for other people too. I don't talk down about other people. I don't try to put negative energy on other people or be rude to other people. Like I always would check myself if I feel insecure or feel whatever. If I feel like someone's, you know, more attractive than me or better than me, like I always would, you know, check myself, not get into that, you know, rude, judgmental space. You know, like I recently watched the Kardashians. Finally, I had a minute. I took a break last Thursday instead of going to Pilates and like just relaxed and watched the Kardashians. And it was so interesting because Courtney, she always tries to be like the different one. And she thinks she's like above everyone else because she's different. I think this is like unconscious for her, but you know, they went to like the party they had to say goodbye to their house, like the original Kardashian, Kris Jenner's house or whatever, because they were selling it. And Kim was in like this really cute outfit and like platform heels, super cute. Chloe was in like this dress and stiletto heels, and then Courtney shows up like in her like baggy shirt, baggy jeans, big baggy jacket, which is fine. Like, dress you, do you. She's still cute, whatever. But obviously, I would dress more like Kim, how she dressed in that episode for sure. She like definitely has my style. And she shows up and she's like, I'm just so over all the heels and the corsets. Like, I would never dress like that. It's so try hard. It's just like, I'm over that era. I'm like beyond that. It's too much. I would never dress like that anymore. But it's like, okay, do you, but like, why do you have to put down what they're doing? They're comfortable in what they're doing. They're dressing like it because they enjoy it. But just because you're in your mind beyond that doesn't mean they're wrong. And if you feel like you have to put it down underneath that, if you dig deeper, you probably feel insecure that you're not trying harder, that you're not looking that way. So you need to really like, I feel like a lot of people put down stuff that they actually are kind of like feeling like is above them and feeling like they wish they did do that. Um, Instead of just like confronting themselves, okay, maybe I should try harder. Maybe I should, like, she just like, the thing about like Courtney, that bothers me is like, I get it. Be like your own version of you, be your own individual self. That's cool. But don't put down other people. And then, like, it's not actually cool. I think she thinks it's cool to not try because her family like really works a lot and does a lot of stuff. And she's like, oh, I don't do too much. I stay home with my kids and I just don't try and work. Like she said in the episode, one of the episodes, like I work once a week, maybe like once a month. And like she thinks it's like cool to not try, but it's like, it's actually cool to care about something and try and have like a passion and like put effort into yourself, in my opinion. And like, try to show up more and be a better version of yourself. Like I feel like she thinks it's cool to just like totally not try in any area. And it's like, it's not endearing. It's not cool. It's just like not the vibe. So yeah, I don't love that. Like, you know, I don't think it's a bad thing to put effort in. And if you feel good and heels in a sexy outfit, do it. Doesn't, you're not better than people because you don't try and you don't wear those type of clothes, you know? So yeah, for my whole thing is I put a lot of effort in. I do the most. I'm like, I push and push until I get to the place I want to be and the level I want to be at. I keep going. Like, that's why I like have this set now. I'm doing this. I'm putting all this effort into myself. Like, I never will let up. I don't think that's an attractive quality to just be like, I don't have to try. Like, I just do what feels whatever. Like, I don't like that. I think that, life becomes amazing the more effort we put into it and the more we care and the more we try and the more we learn from those things. And that's what I'm all about is, doing that and becoming the version of self you want to become so that you don't judge other people that are doing that, that are putting the effort in and that you are on that level. And I think everyone can become their ideal version. They first have to decide what that is and then they just work towards it and you can become that and you can become the best version of yourself and live your dreams. Like I kept trying and kept trying different things. I'm also a 3-5 in human design, so I have to try all the things until I find the right way. But like I kept going. And now this is like the set I'm at and like where I'm at because I keep trying, I keep pushing, I keep trying different things until I find the right one that works. And yeah, it's like amazing. I love it. I love social media. I love the whole experience of every part of it, of the filming, of the editing, of the uploading, everything. It's totally what I'm meant to be doing in this lifetime. And I noticed a lot of people that don't go for their dreams and the things that really fill their cup, they kind of like talk down on you for doing it or think that you're not doing the right thing, but it's just because they held themselves back and they played it safe. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go for my dreams in this lifetime. I'm going to become, well, I am the best version of myself and I'm always improving and becoming the bestest version of myself even more. And I think that's what life's about is just reaching those things. That's why I love Kim Kardashian. I'm serious because people want to hate on her when they don't even like watch a real interview of her, or really know what she's about. Like she is like such a hard worker. She's always improving herself, always becoming a better version of herself. She's so gracious to her ex and everything she's been through. Like she's just like she keeps up with herself. She keeps beautiful. She keeps herself, in check and healthy. And she's always improving. She's working to be a lawyer. Now she's trying acting and she's just like trying it all. And she has a clothing business. She has a makeup business. She's a reality star. Like she does it all really like, and she models like she really is someone who I'm not trying to be like her, but she's an inspiration to me in a lot of ways because of she encompasses a lot of what I am like about is like all the aspects. And it's kind of funny because she's Libra sun, Pisces moon, Sag rising. I'm Pisces sun, Sag moon, Libra rising. So we have the same big three. We're both like mixed around. And then we're both Leo North Node. So I think a lot of that is like similar for us, like having to step into our Leo North Node and I just relate to her a lot, like her style, her aesthetic, a lot of it I relate to. And just like her work ethic and like how she loves to work and finds joy in improving herself and working and creating stuff and creating more through working. Like, I just love that. And she's just a hard worker, and I just get it. I get it. Like, always um aspiring for more and creating more. And like Courtney talked down about that, like, when will it ever be enough? But it's not even about that. It's about like, it's the beauty of creating, the beauty of becoming a better version and creating more beautiful things and getting to experience more through that, and manifesting through attracting better and being better and finding your vibe. Like, it's just such a great experience to just keep going. That's what life's about, not just like giving up and thinking it's cool to not care and thinking it's cool to give up and just be lame. But then you talk down on other people who don't give up because underneath that all, you feel insecure that you're not doing it and that you're not creating more and that you're not being more and that you're not putting in effort. Because I think that's what life's about, is always, creating more and becoming more and improving and creating a life that makes you happy. What makes me happy is like the beautiful feminine life and being creative. I love, photo shoots and video shoots and all of that, and creating businesses and all the feminine, beautiful things, and motherhood and wife life and everything like feminine like that. Like, I just love it. And so, like, I'm just creating more from that in my own way, and like not letting up, not toning myself down to make other people comfortable, just being myself and really finding my voice. In childhood, I think I really had to, like, I've been working through that in therapy. I think I really had to not express myself as much because it was a very volatile household at times where I didn't know it would set someone off. So I really think that's where my throat chakra like restriction started, was in childhood. And so I'm really learning to express myself and stuff. And yeah, I'm learning and I'm breaking the cycle, and I don't want my children to be raised in a volatile household. I don't want them to ever feel scared or anxiety because they don't know what's going to set someone off or what home they're going to come home to. Like, it was always like chaotic, and it was always like messy and chaotic. There was no schedule, there was no nothing growing up for me. Like, that's why I love schedules so much too. Also, I'm a sixth house sun, so maybe it's for a reason, but like, I love having a schedule and having like, children need a schedule. Children need consistency because that helps them not have anxiety. That helps them know what's next. So that's why, like, I think a schedule is so important. And, we have dinner as a family, as a time. Like, obviously, David works a lot, but we're still like, every household's different, but still having that consistency and that schedule and that set time. And this is what we do. And you go to school and you do this and you go to this, very, consistent. And like, I keep the house clean as I can. Obviously, some days it's a lot with the babies, but I'm always cleaning, always keeping it as clean as possible. Um, Keeping everything in order and having things planned. And when Aurora's more older and knows things, this is what we're doing here, this is what we're doing then, like keeping things very, children need a schedule, children need structure, children need rules and boundaries. I did not have rules or boundaries either, and it's so important for their minds to feel safe. So I'm always like, that's very important to me. And but you need the balance of it. I'm not going to be like super strict rules, super anything. I'm very like in tune with what's right and what's balanced for my children, but they need the good structure to keep them feeling safe and calm. It's like really good for their growing minds to have a predictable life and a calm house to come home to, a loving house that's emotionally available. Like, all of those things are so important to me while raising my children and just making sure they have the best life possible. That's like so important to me. And that's what's such a blessing of having children too. Like, your purpose is so much bigger, so much more beyond your just like own needs or desires. It just feels so much more bigger and more important and more impactful and just more meaningful. and to be able to give them such a beautiful life and so much love. It's just so meaningful for me, and to be able to create a home that is like calm and organized and intentional is just so healing for me and so important for me to see my children blossom because they have that, yeah, it's just really important for me, and I think I've heard that a lot, like the pendulum swing, um you know people would be raised in like really strict households, and then they'll go to the other side of the coin, the 180 degrees, and they'll go to like no rules, no boundaries, but that's just, you're still in the same pendulum swing. You're not breaking the cycle, you're just doing the opposite, which isn't breaking the cycle. And then it doesn't fix the problem. The pendulum still swings. So I'm getting off the pendulum ride. I'm doing what's right and what's researched and what I can do, which I know is intuitively right, not just to do the opposite of something, but to do something which is intentional. And whatever you heal in yourself psychologically, then your kids will not have to, So whatever's super unhealed within you, your kids are going to have to heal within them. So it keeps going if you don't. That's why, like, I work on myself. I'm in therapy. David works on himself too and is in therapy. Like, we are in couples therapy. We are doing it all so we can try our absolute best. And we know we tried the most we can to not pass anything bad to our kids, And no one's perfect. Parents make mistakes. Parents get overstimulated. Parents get overwhelmed. But we try our best. And I know in general, most parents just try their best. So it's not about like judgment on anything, but it's just like being more intentional. I think that's something that's more new, is being super intentional with how we parent and to not pass negative traits on, and try to be, the best versions we can for our children. That's just super important for me because I want to give them the best life possible. I really do. So that's like really big for me. Um, yeah, you don't want to, impact your children in a negative way if you don't have to. So that's why I am doing that work. And yeah, so I think my baby's home from the park. So it might be hard to keep filming, but I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode on the new set. This is Authentic Aura episode 5. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will be back next week. And I might do a live episode here and there. Maybe I'll start doing them live. I also might have guests on in the future. Let me know what you guys think, and if you have guest suggestions or anything like that. This is the first week that I was like, I don't have a ton of topics to talk about. I think it's been so jumbled. So much has been happening. I've been going through so many big shifts in life, like with a new set, switching from cold brew to cacao, like going through a lot of weaning Aurora. Like I'm going through a lot of shifts right now. So I think it was just a lot the past week that I was like not paying attention to topics. I haven't been like in tune with the news really, or the world, or on social media. Like just like don't even want to go on really because it's just like too much. So yeah, I didn't have a ton of topics, but I'm glad you guys joined me today, and I'll see you next week.